Good evening, everybody. How are you? Happy 4th of July weekend. And I'm Eddie Bruce. I'm so happy that you're with me. Friday's the longest day of the week for me because it takes all day to get me to 8 o'clock so I can be with you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have great, wonderful plans for the holiday weekend. And we're gathering our little group here. I'll start to sing when we get a few people going. And you know what? I just want to make sure that I can see all of your comments. There we go. How about that? All right. Say hi to some people. Hey, Lenny. Hey, Brian. Bobby's watching. I know he's a big Sinatra fan. Hey, Bruce. Ian. Jamie and the Chadwicks. Cool. Hi, Cheryl. So, First Friday Frank. That means the first Friday of the month I get to sing Sinatra for you. And we have an interesting mix tonight of Sinatra. There's some stuff that is classic Frank Sinatra and some things you don't hear all the time, and some of your requests mixed in, and we're going to have some fun with our first Friday Frank tonight. So I think we got enough of a group to start singing. What do you say? You ready? Should we go? Let's do it. All right. Let's swing a little bit to start things off. Great Jerome Kern, Oscar Hammerstein composition. I hear music when I look at you, a beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it stay, I feel it start, and then melt away. I hear music when I touch your hand, a beautiful melody from some enchanted land. And down deep in my heart, I hear it say, is this the day? Well, I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard this mad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? And why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? A beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. Yeah, the music is sweet and the words are true. The song is you. Get it down. Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? A beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet and the words are true. The song is you. Is there anything better than swinging a Sinatra song with a band like that? Not for me. Like, that's my favorite thing to do in the whole world. Man, I love it. I just love that music. And yeah, what a great way to kick off a holiday weekend. I hope whatever you're doing out there this weekend, that you're going to be safe and smart and have fun, but stay safe and smart. That's important. I know I'm going to do that too. And I don't know why you're home on Friday night of July 4th, but probably not a bad idea. And since you are, I'm really glad that you're here with me. In 1968, Frank Sinatra did an album that Don Costa arranged for him. And it was a real departure for him because it was just really different. I mean, he actually did, I guess, what I would call some folk songs on it. You know, he did Judy Collins' Both Sides Now. He did Jimmy Webb's By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Little Green Apples. You know, he had some really interesting different things on it. And I think you either love this album or you hate it. I don't know. I love it. I think it really shows a cool side of Frank, and I thought he took the music seriously and really did a great job with it. So we got a couple of requests for this song, so I wanted to do it. It's as close as you'll get to a country song by Frank Sinatra, I just always dug this song. And last week we did our Compass show, which, by the way, we had an amazing response to. So thank you for all those sharing those memories with me. But I really remembered that I did this song with Compass a lot of times in our first set. We used to do this, and it was just then a few years after the album came out. This is the title song from that album. So I'm down, so I'm out, so are many others. So I feel like trying to hide my head beneath these covers. Life is like the seasons. After winter comes the spring. So I'll keep this smile a while, see what tomorrow brings. I've been told, and I believe, that life was meant for living. And even when the chips are low, well, there's still some left for giving. I've been many places, maybe not as far as you. So I think I'll stay a while, see if some dreams come true. There isn't much that I have learned in all my foolish years, except that life keeps running in cycles. First there's laughter, and then there's tears. But I'm gonna keep my head up high, although I'm kinda tired. My gal just up and left last week. Friday I got fired. It's almost funny that things just can't get worse than now. So I'll keep on trying to sing, but please just don't ask me now. That's nice. That's called Cycles, from the album of the same name. And I'm glad we get requests for that. I like singing that song. It's interesting. It's very much lyrics like country songs. My gal up and left me, and I got fired on Friday. The line that troubles me in that song is, it can't get worse than now. It always can get worse than now. Don't kid yourself. But the truth of it is that life is cycles, right? We ride those cycles together. And you get through the good times, and some bad times are coming. And same way with the bad times. Good times are around the corner. I saw some friends. Randy Roberts, the incredibly talented and wonderful Randy Roberts, is watching. There's Dean Schneider. I saw the Duretzes earlier. Thank you for being here on this holiday weekend. So it is the 4th of July weekend. And this is a song that I always wanted to sing, and I never have. So I decided that I was going to do it, and I was working with the lyrics. And, well, I'll tell you that Frank Sinatra won an honorary Oscar for this, because he did a 10-minute short film in 1945. at the height of his Bobby Soxer popularity. And it really was a song that was done to combat anti-Semitism right after the war. And he won a Golden Globe and an honorary Oscar for the song. So I wanted to do it because I believe in what it says. And then as I looked at the lyrics and looked at what's happening in the world today, I thought, well, if I'm going to be honest, and if I'm going to do this song with some honesty, I might have to change a line or two here and there. And let me just say that I love America, I love my country, and I want to see it change for the better. And I love it. That's why I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't, right? So there's a line or two that's a little different than what you're used to hearing from Mr. Sinatra. But I'm going to take a shot at this, and never done it before. It's a big orchestration, and it's perfect for the July 4th weekend. I hope you like it. What America can be, a name, a map, or a flag I see, a certain word, democracy. That's what America can be. House I live in, a plot of earth, a street, the grocer and the butcher and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, the faces that I see, all races and religions. What America can be. The place I work in, the worker by my side, the little town or city where my people lived and died, the howdy and the handshake, the air of feeling free, and the right to speak my mind out. What America can be. The things I see about me, the big things and the small, the little corner newsstand and the house a mile tall, the wedding in the churchyard, the laughter and the tears, and a dream that we've been trying for 240 years. The town I live in, the street, the house, the room, the pavement of the city, or a garden all in bloom, the church, the school, the clubhouse, the million lights I see, but especially the people. That's what America can be. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Not much I can really say after that, so I think I'll just sing. How's that? Let's swing again. Why don't we? This is a composition by the great Sammy Kahn, and he wrote this with Saul Champlin, actually. Basie, arrangement by Neil Hefti. This is my first affair, so please be kind. Handle my heart with care, and please be kind. This is all so grand. My heart is on parade. If you'll just understand, then we'll never ever fade. So tell me your love's sincere, and please be kind. Tell me I needn't fear. Please be kind. Because if you leave me, baby, I know my heart will lose its mind. So if you love me, please be kind. This is my first affair, so please be kind. Handle my heart with care, and please be kind. Dance break. Tell me your love's sincere, and please be kind. Say you won't bite my ear, or you will. Please be kind. Because if you leave me, baby, you know my heart will blow its mind. So if you love me, baby, please be kind. Be kind. Oh, I love that chart. I really do. You know, there's a coolest video on YouTube of Frank singing that song on a TV special, and he's dancing around and he's having the time of his life. That's what attracted me to it, how much fun Frank had singing that song. So I always do too. I do. So let's see what I wanted to tell you. Oh, a couple of things. Some business. You will see, and you can see it on my Facebook profile, how to contribute to sponsoring this show at PayPal and Venmo, and I think, it may be up on the screen a little bit, so we appreciate any of that. Not necessary, but if you can, that would be great. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that YouTube, all of the shows are up on YouTube, and I put this one up maybe an hour or two after the broadcast here tonight, and you can always go back and watch on YouTube, and I like it when you do. Now, the way you get to my actual YouTube channel is youtube.com/Eddie Bruce Music. Don't go anywhere else. They're all fake. Unless you want to hire the band, then you go to bvtlive.com. But that's another story. It's Eddie Bruce Music at YouTube, and all the videos are there. And there's some cool stuff. I've told you this before. There's me on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There's me on with the Philly Pops rehearsing. Shh, don't tell them. There's me with on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour in 1968. Okay. So yeah, go there. I love when people go there and subscribe, because it really is cool when I see you guys visiting that, and I see when you watch the videos there. And of course, this will be up all week. So I'm so happy to spend this time with you. So we lost two amazing geniuses, heroes of mine this week. Two very different people. And I just want to mention the loss of the great Carl Reiner for a second. 98 years old, lived an incredible life, but I wasn't ready to let him go yet. I just heard him on a podcast 2 weeks ago. Sounded great. He was a genius in so many ways, and I understand a kind and gentle man, but so funny. And if he had only done the Dick Van Dyke Show, if that's all he ever did, he would have been my hero. But of course, he did a lot of other things. The 2,000-Year-Old Man with Mel Brooks, The Show of Shows, so many great movies, all the great Steve Martin movies, so many wonderful movies in his career. So I will miss Carl Reiner a lot. The other genius that we lost this week was a composer by the name of Johnny Mandel. Now, Johnny Mandel was a hero of mine, and I stole the quote about Carl from Tony Bennett because he said about Johnny Mandel that if he had only written The Shadow of Your Smile, that would have been enough to make him a legend, I guess. I agree with that. He wrote The Shadow of Your Smile, and he wrote Where Do You Start? And wait, I shouldn't have to look at this. Oh, he wrote A Time for Love, The Gorgeous Time for Love. He wrote the theme from MASH. He wrote with the Bergmans. He wrote with Michel Legrand. He wrote with Dave Frischberg a song called You Are There, which is very meaningful to me and to some friends of mine out there. He also wrote all the arrangements for one of the greatest albums of all time that won a Grammy for Shirley Horn called Here's to Life. So I wanted to do something to honor Johnny Mandel, and I did a Johnny Mandel song on my Tony Bennett CD, but I didn't have that track. So I called the gentleman who arranged that for me, Mr. Dean Schneider. Maybe one of the great jazz pianists and accompanists in the country and the world. I don't know. Best in my life, anyway. And I said, would you do a track of Emily for me? And he said, yeah. So he did our arrangement, but he added just some wonderful things to it and gave it such sensitivity. Sid Mark used to play this for me when I would request it, and I'd have my youngest child with me, and he would play it and dedicate it to her. When I knew that we were having a third child, I said, I'm naming this child after this song. It's a good thing it was a girl, because my son Emily would be so mad at me now. This is from a movie called The Americanization of Emily, and it features the beauty of Dean Schneider. It's just piano and me. Always happy to sing with Dawn. This is called Emily. Emily, Emily has the murmuring sound of May, all silver bells, coral shells, carousels, and the laughter of children at play. Say, Emily, 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 and we fade to a marvelous view, two lovers alone and out of sight, seeing images in the firelight, as my eyes visualize a family. They see Emily, Emily, Emily. lovers alone and out of sight, see images in the firelight as my eyes visualize a family. They see Emily, too. The genius of Johnny Mandel and Johnny Mercer, who wrote that song, and the genius of Dean Schneider at the piano. So now I can tell you my surprise. I have a surprise for next week, and it is really cool. Speaking of Dean Schneider, so, you know, I've been doing this for weeks now with all these wonderful tracks, and I really miss singing with a live musician, and so I got a live musician next week. We're moving it upstairs around the piano. Dean Schneider's coming over, and we are going to do a live concert, Dean and me. I'm going to pick some things from our repertoire that I love. He's going to pick some things that he loves, and then you're going to pick the rest. So we're going to watch your requests come in, and we're going to try some things and be spontaneous and have a really good time, and who knows how long we'll stay here. So next Friday Night Club, that's July 10th, is live. Dean at the piano, and me at the vocals, and you with your comments and requests, and I can't wait. I can't wait. So this one's always been one of my favorite Sinatra tunes, and there is a story with this. Most songs have stories, right? This was written by Sammy Cahn, the Oscar-winning lyricist who wrote so many Sinatra songs, and he wrote this with the great Jimmy Van Heusen. And, you know, I've talked about this before. I got to know, amazingly, I got to know Sammy Cahn. I got to break bread with him and spend time with him and to interview him, actually. So he had a story for every song. So he told me the story of this one. When people would ask him what came first, the music or the lyrics, he would always say the phone call. So he got the phone call to do a song for a movie called High Time in 1960. And this song was sung in the movie by Bing Crosby, and it was nominated for an Oscar, and it lost to Never on Sunday from Zorba the Greek, which I'll never understand. Anyway, he needed to write a song that was about being in love later in life or for the second time, a second marriage, or whatever. Sammy Cahn told me that so many people said this was their song because they were in that situation. So anyway, he starts to write, and he runs into Jimmy Van Heusen, and he says, I got it. Listen to this lyric. Van Heusen says, what do you have? And Sammy Cahn says, here it is. Love is wonderful the second time around, just as beautiful with both feet on the ground. Van Heusen said, no. Love is lovelier the second time around, just as wonderful. And to Sammy Cahn's credit, he said, yeah, you're right, that's better. And boom, the song was written. And you got to leave it to Sammy Cahn to allow his composer to help him write the lyrics. But what a brilliant idea, because I think it frames the whole song. Some of my favorite lyrics are in this song, where he quotes George Bernard Shaw. Love like youth is wasted on the young. And he also has a line that I just love. It's a perfect analogy. Love's more comfortable the second time you fall, like a friendly home the second time you call. So I didn't want to do a swingy version of this. I love this orchestration. It's really classic. One of the great songs. Love is lovelier second time around, just as wonderful with both feet on the ground. It's that second time you hear your love song sung makes you think, perhaps, that love like you is wasted on the young. Love's more comfortable the second time you fall, like a friendly home. The second time you call, who can say what led us to this miracle we found? There are those who bet love comes but once, and yet I'm very glad we met the second time around. Who can say what led us to this miracle we've found? There are those who bet love comes but once, and yet I'm very glad we met the second time around. Thank you, Sammy Kahn and Jimmy Van Heusen, and that gorgeous orchestration. Yeah. All right, I think we got to swing now. I told you we were going to swing with Basie. Okay, another Neil Hefti arrangement, one of the most playful Sinatra arrangements, and of course on piano, the great Count Basie. Every time it rains, Spanish from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains Spanish from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over the town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. I'm gonna sit back and dig the Basie band. I'll turn it up too. Hi Jack. Hey Kenny. Don't you know that every time it rains, Spanish from heaven? Don't you know each cloud contains Spanish from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling, baby, all over the town. Just be sure your umbrella, it's upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you gotta have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and for me. Basie, you gotta love Basie. Oh, people have been flying by. I'm not seeing your comments, but I'm seeing who's out there. I wanted to say hi to Paul Jalowitz, who's I'm a big fan of from WIP. And we need sports back, Paul. We need some sports back, definitely. I see my beautiful daughter Sonia and James are out there. And that probably means my granddaughter Maddie is out there. Hi, Maddie. I know what you're not watching, so you can watch Pop-Up. I do. That's really cool. Well, it'll be there. That's all I'm saying about that. So many wonderful people out there. Thank you for spending time with me. And share. Very important. And don't forget that we'll be up on YouTube later tonight. I promise you that. And also don't forget next week is live with Dean Schneider from my living room at the piano, which I'm having tuned just for Dean, because I know he likes that. And he told me to. Okay. Let's see. So when you ask for requests or when you do a Sinatra show, it never fails that, you know, people want to hear this song. They want to hear My Way. And I understand that because it's maybe the biggest Sinatra hit ever. And, you know, Frank made this completely his own. I don't like singing it really because I feel like it's his. I don't think anybody else should sing it, really. But a lot of you have asked for it. And, you know, of course, the lyrics were written by Paul Anka for Frank Sinatra. And it was originally a French song. Actually, David Bowie recorded the French version. That's a whole other story. Look it up. You'll find it fascinating. But once Frank got his arms around My Way, it became his closer, or at least almost a closer before New York, New York. And he would always introduce it by saying, and now I will now do the national anthem, You Needn't Rise. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do My Way, I want to do it my way. So this is the original arrangement you're used to hearing. And the first 3 verses are the lyrics you're used to hearing. The last 2 verses I rewrote to pay my homage to Mr. Sinatra and tell him how I felt about him in his song. So I start with the lyrics to My Way. I end with my lyrics to My Way. So for all of you that have requested it, I hope you will appreciate what I've done here. And I get to sing it for you. You Needn't Rise. Now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention, and I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more sang of love brand new, of love gone wrong, of nights and strangers, with all the finest bands, the greatest stars, the best arrangers. All the stories of our life, he told them all, and with such feeling, to hear his turn of phrase could send me reeling. So Frank, here's to you for all the years you brought us hope, and you eased our fears. You sang with joy, and you touched our soul. Your song stayed young, though you grew old. Your records show what we all know. You did it your yes, it was your way. My version of My Way. I hope you like those lyrics. They mean a lot to me, and he meant a lot to me, and that's why every first Friday of the month I'm going to do a Sinatra show and try to mix it up, give you all kinds of cool Sinatra songs. Maybe some you've heard a lot and some you haven't. And that'd be my goal on First Friday Frank. So what else did I want to tell you? I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you something, but I'll think of it, I guess. Okay, I will. I just posted the Eddie Bruce Experience, my wedding band, my party band video that we did of Steve Winwood's Higher Love, and it's really cool. It's on YouTube, so just check it out. Under the orchestra, you'll see our version. We did our quarantine version where we all recorded in our own houses, and then it was edited together by Mark Teague, my good friend, and Luke O'Reilly, my keyboard player, and came out with the coolest thing, the version of Higher Love. So check that out. So that concludes the Sinatra portion of the show, but I have one more song. I told you that I was going to leave you with something new, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you saw last week, I posted this record I did when I was 12 years old, a big yellow 45. It was called Mary Had a Little Lamb. It was sort of a ballad version, and I was a kid, a really little kid, and a kid just a few years older than me put that together. And that we're both not kids anymore, but his name is Lou DeLeese, Dr. Louis DeLeese. And he has had a remarkable career writing for television and working with Peter Nero and the Philly Pops and Robert Hazard and Patti LaBelle and all kinds of great, great artists. So he got in touch with me again and seeing this show we're doing and said, I have a song and I hope you like it. If you like it, I'd like you to do it. And so I heard it and I loved it. And so I thought I would throw it out there for you guys tonight and get some feedback from you. And what I knew what I wanted to tell you, and that is that I see who's watching, but I don't see your comments. I look at those after the show, so after we're done here, I'm going to have dinner and I'm going to respond to all of your comments, so be nice. So tell me what you think of this song. I think it's cool, especially for the fall and as the city opens up, hopefully, and things get better. I think it's kind of a perfect song. So I think we're going to record it and release it closer to then, and I want to get your take on it. So written by Lou DeLeese, sung by me. I will leave you with this. I hope you like it. Leaves are falling on the ground around me. Kids are running off to school. Another fall in Philadelphia. Another season without you. Winter's freezing, winds will soon surround me. Blow me round like some old fool. Another fall in Philadelphia. Another season without you. Seasons come and go, and memory fades, but still I find that you're around when you're far away. Though a warm spring love may come to thaw me, if it's not you, just won't do. Another fall in Philadelphia. Another season without you. Seasons come and go, and memory fades, but still I find that you're around when you're far away. The warm spring wind will come to thaw me. If it's not you, it just won't do. Another fall in Philadelphia. Another season without you. Yes, another fall in Philadelphia. Another season without you. Without you. Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks, everybody, for sharing another Friday night with me. I guess we'll keep doing this as long as you love it and you're having fun and you come and see us and you give me all those views. Once again, the PayPal and Venmo information has been up on the screen, I think, and it's also on my profile in Facebook. Share a lot and let people know we're here so that we can build our audience. Look for us on YouTube, youtube.com/Eddie Bruce Music, no spaces. And have a wonderful holiday weekend, safe with your loved ones, with your friends, and social distance, wear the masks. And let's get this thing behind us already, okay? Love you all. We'll see you next week with Dean Schneider live. Can't wait. I'm going to go watch all your comments now and have some dinner.